welcome back guys to what is going to be my 5th ever Q&A that I'm going to have done on this channel. Hope you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be pretty much based on sport, topic football. That's pretty much what my channel is all about. But these are the questions I've been given. In the Premier League, what is my end of season top 10 prediction? Who's going to finish in the top 10? Now, I'm going to go for, this is the top 10 and I'll read it out. Leicester City to win it, Tottenham Hotspur to come second, Arsenal third, Manchester City are going to finish fourth, West Ham will finish fifth, Manchester United will finish sixth, Stoke will finish seventh, Chelsea I'm hoping will finish eighth if we can pull some results together. Liverpool will finish 9th, Everton will finish 10th. Those are my top 10 predictions, and I think that it can be close, the top 10. I mean, this season's shown quite a few twists and turns with Leicester at the top, Chelsea not doing it so well, so hopefully, I'm not really fussed if I haven't done this correctly, but it's going to be a good end of season, because this season has been probably one of the best that I've witnessed. Now, the next question is to sum up Chelsea's season. Hasn't finished yet, but start, terrible, poor. Champions, we should be retaining the title. We should be up there with the top 5. We should be showing the strengths that we had last season, but we haven't. Mourinho got fired or sacked, and we brought in Hiddink. Under Hiddink, I can say that we have improved. There's no denying, because we've only lost 3 times, and I think we've lost 3 times under Hiddink out of, I think it's like 22 games that we played with him, which is not a bad record. We have drawn a lot though, which is not ideal, because we need to be getting maximum points. So yeah, that is pretty much the season that Chelsea have had. It's been pretty poor, to be honest. Who's going to win the Golden Boot in the Premier League? Now, there's loads of names that you could shout out: Vardy, Aguero, Mahrez, even Lukaku, Kane. Now, the one I'm going to go for is Lukaku. He's an ex-Chelsea player, and I'm unhappy that we let him go, but that's it. We've let him go to Everton. He's proved he's a good striker, and I still think that he's got loads of potential still. Like, I think he's only 24, but Lukaku can I think will be the top goal scorer this season, because Lukaku's got that firepower and determination that is what a striker should need, and I think that if he wants to get the Premier League Golden Boot, I think he can, to be honest. And it will be tight, like the season has been. It's been a tight season. There's been upsets. There's been miracles, like with Leicester coming from 20th last season to 1st. It's going to be a quite a unpredictable end, I think. Who will be relegated? The teams that I think will get relegated. First of all, in 20th, Aston Villa. Now, at one stage this season, Villa fans could say, "Oh yes, we can save it." 8 games to go, 8 points adrift. I don't think... No, 9 points adrift now. I can't see them getting it. I mean, they could scrape a few wins, but they haven't shown the determination that they should be if they want to get out of this relegation battle. 19th, Newcastle. Now, Newcastle have always been, the last couple of seasons have always been at the bottom of the table. I mean, one season I know they finished 6th, No, 5th, just above Chelsea. That was the same year we won the Champions League. But anyway, carrying on with Newcastle, they have been a pretty poor side to what they used to be, and I can't see them surviving, to be honest. They've scraped it for the last few years, and I think this year's the year that they're going to go down to the Championship. And in 18th, who are going to just get knocked down, go down, is Norwich. It's going to be tight for 18th. I think it's going to be tight between Norwich and Sunderland. I think Sunderland are going to scrape it, and I think Norwich will go back down after being promoted the season before. Who will be? My next question is, who will be promoted? I'm not really a follower of the Championship, but I know my knowledge to say that Burnley, I personally think, will get promoted because I think they've got like a wide gap and they are top of the league, so I think Burnley will be coming back up. Middlesbrough are in the playoffs at the moment. I think they're 4th or 3rd, and I can see them coming up because they have got a strong team and they've always been fighting for promotion for the last couple of seasons. And the other team to come up, I'm going to say, is Derby. Derby, again, like Middlesbrough, has been fighting for promotion for the last couple of seasons, and I think they could get it they could get it so that next year they will be in the Premier League. Last question is, realistically, what are the ambitions or the goals that Chelsea need to be setting themselves for next season? Now, we're not going to be in Europe next season, so we'll only have to focus on 3 trophies, well, 3 competitions, which is the Premier League, Capital One Cup and the FA Cup. In the Premier League, I'm hoping for a Champions League space, which will be hard to get after all the teams that have proved themselves this year and them strengthening. We'll have to strengthen hard in the transfer window, but I think we'll finish 4th, get into Champions League. Capital One Cup, I think we can reach the final and win it and get a trophy next season through the Capital One Cup. And in the FA Cup, I think we can get to the final and I'd hope to win it, but I think it's just going to be one of those games where we're just going to get knocked. Well, I'm not going to get knocked out, but we're going to lose on penalties. I hope we can win the FA Cup next year, but I just think that next season, after what happened this season, the Capital One Cup is what we need to be focusing on, as we need silverware again, and we need 4th place. We need Champions League football, so we need to try and finish 4th place or higher. FA Cup's not really a fuss, and the Capital One Cup again is not really a fuss, but I think we could go out and win the Capital One Cup. Now that's going to be the end of this Q&A. It's quite a long Q&A. Hope you've enjoyed it, and until tomorrow, which will be a Leicester City career mode, I'll see you all later.